Sonali, we are live.
Okay. Um, Hi everyone and good evening. So my name is Sonali Palande and I'm going to be the host and the speaker for this session. And before starting, just let me know if the audio and the screen is visible. Audio is fine. Let me know into the chat box. You can respond. Till then, even more people can join. Okay. All right. So let's start. So in this particular session, we are going to learn about a new technique, or this is not new, but this is very unique technique to make a decision about any trade, like when to enter, or if it is good to capture that breakout or a breakdown, or which direction that particular stock or the entity can go. So all these answers we can find when we learn to decode the open interest built up. Okay, so you know I don't want to jump directly to the open interest built up first, but all of you, I want all of you to answer one or two questions before we start the main conversation today. All of you understand about open interest, or all of you know how to analyze the option chain? Let me know yes, no, so that I will understand from where to start. So if majority of you say that you don't know these concepts, so that I can take it from the scratch. Otherwise we can jump in directly to the open interest builder. Okay. Okay, some of you are saying yes, but majority of you are saying no. Okay, want to understand from basic, please. Of course. So I got the direction, and all right, all right, all right. So I got to know that we should start from the scratch. It will not take, it will not add up a lot of time to our main content, but then it will help you all to understand the concept in a better manner, and you can actually use all these concepts in your day-to-day trading. Okay, so now let's start. And before starting, I'll have to read a standard disclaimer. The content and explanation shared in this webinar are only for information and educational purpose. Stock market trading investments are subject to market risk. Please consult your financial advisor before making financial decisions. Now we are all set. So first of all, what we are going to do, we are going to understand what is open interest. Okay. So all of you must be very familiar with the volume, right? So volumes aapko, how much volume was traded in that particular transaction, or till now how much volume is traded in that particular script. You get that number into option chain, right? But similarly, we also get the number of open interest. So what is the open interest? Open interest is the total number of outstanding derivative contracts such as options or futures that have not been settled. Easy language में इसे क्या बोलते हैं कि जितने भी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स अभी तक वो पर्टिकुलर इफ इट इज अबाउट ऑप्शंस, वो पर्टिकुलर स्ट्राइक में, कॉल या पुट साइड में कुछ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स बने हैं, ओके, और वो अभी तक सेटल नहीं हुए, स्क्वायर ऑफ नहीं हुए, ओके, ओपन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स है. सिमिलर फॉर द फ्यूचर्स, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स ओपन है. तो जब ओपन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स को हम कलेक्टिवली एज अ डेटा देखते हैं, सो हमें एक कुछ क्लूज मिलते हैं उससे, ओके, कि कौन से साइड में हैवी डेटा है. इफ if it is on a bearish side, or if it is on a bullish side, all those clues we can get from this data. Okay, now one OI, how is one OI created? It is not as simple as volume. Okay, volume and OI is different. Volume is like a simple calculation, but OI, when one buy and one sell transaction creates one OI. Okay, so to create one open interest, one buyer and one seller has to come forward and do the transaction. Okay, that is how one open interest is created. Now because all of you requested to take it from the scratch, let's do one thing. We will go to the option chain and we will understand about the open interest, how do we read the option chain, and how do we get the basic clues from the option chain, and then we will go towards the build up. Okay, sounds good. So let's do one thing now. I'm going to our platform, And by now, all of you must have got the news that we have got this new platform called as InvestRight Traders Web. So this platform has all the trader specific features loaded at it. So we will log into the platform. So just beside our normal login button, you see this trader web button, right? So here you can click, and once you click, you can get two login methods option. One is with your username password followed by the OTP, and then one with the QR code which you can scan from your InvestRight app. I'm going to go through this procedure. Let me log in, please. Okay. So that's how we are logged into the platform. Now, if the time permits, at the end, I'll take you through all the features. But then right now, we are going to jump to the option chain. Okay. So as of now, we are going to Nifty's option chain. Okay. Now, this is how the option chain looks like. So option chain is all the consolidated data of open interest and various other things like, LTP or volume, or, nowadays we also get PCR or open interest change, all the data. But why is it called as chain? Is because we are getting this for all the strikes, and because all the strikes look like a chain, it is called as a option chain. Okay. So when we look at the option chain, we basically get the idea what is happening on each of the strike in terms of OI, in terms of volume, in terms of OI change, everything. Okay. So now basic question, what is OI and what is OI change? So here, let's just change the data set to OI so that, we get the OI and OI change both. So first of all, here it's the strike price column. Okay, so all the strike price, whatever entity you choose for the option chain, all the strike price you can see over here. On the left hand side, you get the calls data. On the right hand side, you get the puts data. Now, here you can see first is LTP, then OI change percent. So let's focus on the OI and OI change first. So हम लोग ने जब OI की बात करी, तो OI हमारे क्या थे? Open contracts थे, correct? Now, when you look at this particular column, okay, OI. So this is the cumulative number. So right from the day one when this particular expiry started to have the positions, from then whatever open contracts are there, उसका ये number है, okay, total number है. But what is OI change? OI change is today's particular number. Okay, so if you're a positional trader, the OI column will make better sense to you. If you're an intraday trader, this OI change column will make a better sense to you, because इससे आपको क्लियर आइडिया मिलेगा कि आज के दिन में क्या हो रहा है. हो सकता है कि कल के दिन तक अलग व्यू था, बट आज हो सकता है ओवरनाइट ग्लोबल मार्केट्स में कुछ चेंज आ गया, उससे आज बिल्कुल अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में सब कुछ जा रहा है. सो दिस OI चेंज कैन गिव यू द क्लियरर आइडिया ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर डे. ओके, this is the difference between OI and OI change. Now, so before we look at the option chain, we have to keep in mind that all this data, we have to assume that this is created by the option sellers. बट हम लोग ने जब एक OI कैसे बनता है वो देखा था, उसमें क्या देखा हमने कि एक सेलर और एक बायर को एक साथ आना पड़ता है, तब एक OI बनता है. तो फिर हम लोग ये डेटा सेलर्स के पर्सपेक्टिव से क्यों देखेंगे, ये एक बेसिक क्वेश्चन आता है, राइट? व्हाई दिस assumption? So this assumption we have kept is because in the market, the retail traders are negligible. Okay, most of the numbers, heavy numbers, are created by the institutional traders, big traders, smart money that we call, right? So these people go by the option selling. Okay, so option selling method. Why? Because it's थोड़ा सा अलग टॉपिक है, but then there are three probabilities, there are three conditions of the market. Option seller has an edge where even if market moves nowhere, still because of the time decay, he or she starts to make money because of the overall premium comes down. So there are more probabilities for the option sellers to make profit technically. All right. So most of the institutional traders or big traders go by the option selling. All right. And these are the people who are dominating these numbers. So generally this assumption has been created that we have to read the option chain from the seller's perspective. Okay, because even if there are some buyers, the number is going to be very negligible, that it will not make much of a difference. Okay, so whenever we read these numbers, we have to understand that these are all call sellers, these are all put sellers. So how do we read basically? Okay, जो भी अब for example, let's come to the mid strike or ATM strike. Okay, so if we look at 23,250 strike, all right, and if we look at the call OI number, okay, that is 264 lakh. Now, who are these people? These are the call sellers, which means these are the bearish people. So 264 contracts are created in a way that these people do not want Nifty to go above 23,250. Okay, and on the put side, these are all bullish people. Okay, so if you look at the OI number, that is 388 lakh, right? So 388 lakh contracts have been created in a way that Nifty will not go below 23,250. Okay, so basically these side people are creating a support, these side people are creating a resistance, okay, by selling that respective contract. All right, now this is the same logic. Why? Because we get the resistance on the call side always, and we get the support on the put side. Okay, because these are bullish people, these are bearish people. All right, आज का जो expiry था वो इतना tricky था. If you can see, just looking at the numbers, 264 on the call side, 336 lakh on the put side, and it expired right on 23,250. Okay, so it was like a tug of war at this particular strike, 23,250. Agar aapne if you have observed the market in the second half, it was very flat at this particular level. Why? Because of these numbers. So call sellers भी 23,250 के ऊपर निफ्टी को नहीं जाने दे रहे थे, और put sellers भी 23,250 के नीचे निफ्टी को नहीं जाने दे रहे. That is how the price remained at that exact moment. Okay, so this is how we get the idea about the support and resistance, and what kind of momentum we can expect in the market. So numbers agar thode change hote, okay, so for example, let's just move the expiry so that we will, because today's expiry is done, so no point looking at that data. So I have changed to 9th April. Let's do one thing. So here, what is the OI? Okay, so now let's try to look at the OI for this expiries option chain. All right, so now let's look at the call side first. From ATM, we have to start looking on the OI column, and we have to spot the biggest number. Okay, so that is going to be your resistance. So highest call OI is going to create your resistance. Highest call, highest put OI is going to create your support. Okay, so we have to find the highest number. So from here, from the current price, where do we find the highest number? That's 23,300. That's 43 lakh. Okay, so as of now, because it's the expiry today only, we had the current week's expiry, and right now there are a lot of days remaining to next expiry. That's why this number is small. But then by the time we go to Monday, Tuesday, it will be much bigger. But still we can understand the concept over here. So as compared to other strikes at 23,300, this is a bigger number, 43 lakh, right? So this can be our immediate resistance. Now on the put side, when we try to look at the number in the OI column at 23,200, this is 40 lakh. Okay, but right at 23,300 also, if you can see, 39 lakh. So if we compare the call OI and put OI, it is giving you an indication that the put OI, the put sellers are trying to chase the call sellers. Okay, so here it's already a support at 23,200, and at 23,300 as well, there are additional positions that are created by the put sellers. So this is giving indication towards the upper side. So probably these people in next few session, they can capture this particular level, and the call sellers may shift to the upper level. Okay, this is just I'm just trying to explain you a concept. Do not take this as a recommendation, please. So this is how we basically read the numbers. Now this is about the option chain, and this is about the OI. Now, okay, one more thing I'll just explain you all about the OI chain. So we looked at the OI numbers. So here at 23,300, we looked at 43 lakh contracts on the call side. So how do we read the OI change column? Okay, so we can say that from 43 lakh, 29 lakh contracts are created today itself. Okay, so आज का conviction पता चलता है. So for example, on the put side, out of 39 lakh contracts, 19 lakh contracts are created today itself. Okay, so we get the idea that what happened today, what was today's conviction of all these traders. Okay, so this is how we basically read the option chain. Now going back to our concept. Okay, so I hope this is clear to all of you, that what is open interest, and how do we find the direction through the option chain, or how do we basically look at the option chain, how it can help you to support if you're using the price action. Agar aap chart ke analysis ke basis pe trades lete ho, so this confirmation can definitely help you. अगर आप चार्ट पे कोई फॉर एग्जांपल सपोर्ट रेजिस्टेंस के लेवल्स आप मार्क कर रहे हो, आपका कोई रेंज आप मार्क कर रहे हो, सेम रेंज आप आकर इस ऑप्शन चेन में कंफर्म करते हो कि सेम नंबर्स मुझे ऑप्शन चेन में मिल रहे हैं कि नहीं मिल रहा है. सो इफ यू आर गेटिंग द सेम रेंज फ्रॉम द ऑप्शन चेन इटसेल्फ, it is going to help you to have a better conviction for your trade, right? So definitely explore करिए. अभी हम लोग क्या करेंगे, ऑप्शन चेन को हम लोग ने देख लिया है. सो लेट्स गो बैक टू आवर पीपीटी, टुडेज पीपीटी, एंड लेट्स ट्राई टू लर्न अबाउट द बिल्टअप, ओपन इंटरेस्ट बिल्टअप. ओके, सो नाउ दिस कॉन्सेप्ट आप थोड़ा सा ध्यान दीजिए. ओके, इसको मैं जितना हो सकता है उतना इजी करके बताऊंगी, बट देन you need to pay attention. So there are 4 concepts. Okay, long built up, short covering, and unwinding. Okay, based on this, basically we can understand the potential direction of that particular stock. Even if you're trading into stocks, even if you're trading into indices, this can totally help to catch the right direction. Okay, but when we talk about the open interest built up, उसमें 2 चीजें कंपेयर करते हैं हम लोग. एक तो ओपन इंटरेस्ट एंड सेकंड प्राइस. ओके, सो व्हेन वी कंपेयर दीज 2 थिंग्स, ये 4 कॉन्सेप्ट्स निकलते हैं. तो देखते हैं कि ये चारों कॉन्सेप्ट बनते कैसे हैं. ओके, लॉन्ग बिल्टअप में क्या होता है कि ओपन इंटरेस्ट इंक्रीज हो रहा है. ओके, एंड प्राइस भी इंक्रीज हो रहा है. जैसे जैसे ओआई का नंबर बढ़ रहा है, वैसे वैसे आपका प्राइस भी ऊपर जा रहा है. ऑलराइट, दैट इज योर लॉन्ग बिल्टअप. उसका मतलब क्या है कि ज्यादा से ज्यादा बाइंग हो रही है वो पर्टिकुलर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में. ओके, बाइंग इंटरेस्ट आ रहा है उसमें. सो इस ग्राफ पर आप थोड़ा ध्यान दीजिए. दिस रेड एंड ग्रीन लाइन इज द प्राइस. ओके, एंड द ब्लू लाइन इज द ओपन इंटरेस्ट. सो हियर यू कैन सी the open interest is also going up and the price is also going up, right? So this is the long built up. इसका मैं आपको एक शॉर्टकट भी दूंगी, बट कॉन्सेप्ट आप क्लियर कर लीजिए. ओके, शॉर्टकट डेफिनेटली मैं दूंगी. सो नेक्स्ट इज शॉर्ट बिल्टअप. ओके, शॉर्ट बिल्टअप में क्या होता है, ओपन इंटरेस्ट इंक्रीज हो रहा है बट प्राइस डिक्रीज हो रहा है. ओके, सो इसका क्या मतलब हुआ, यहाँ पे देखो आप, जहां पे प्राइस नीचे आ रहा है और ओपन इंटरेस्ट का ऊपर जा रहा है लाइन. ओके, दिस इज शॉर्ट बिल्टअप. अब इसमें क्या हो रहा है कि ज्यादा से ज्यादा सेलिंग प्रेशर बन रहा है. इसका क्या मतलब हुआ कि सेलर्स अपने पोजीशन बना रहे हैं, जिसकी वजह से ओपन इंटरेस्ट बढ़ रहा है, बट उसके प्रेशर की वजह से मोर एंड मोर शॉर्ट पोजीशंस आर बीइंग क्रिएटेड, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट प्रेशर द प्राइस स्टार्टेड टू कम डाउन. ओके, so that is where your short built up comes in. So long built up जब आपको दिखता है, उसके बाद near future में whatever time frame that you choose, based on that time frame, अगर आप daily time frame में ये सब देखते हो तो हो सकता है कि जो आपका प्रोबेबल प्राइस मोमेंटम है उसके बाद का, वो थोड़ा सा ज्यादा टिके, ओके। बट अगर छोटे छोटे टाइम फ्रेम में आप बिल्टअप चेक करते हो तो उतने ही छोटे छोटे उसके रिजल्ट्स आते हैं, ओके। सो मेक श्योर व्हाट टाइम फ्रेम यू आर चूजिंग। अब यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, लॉन्ग बिल्टअप के बाद देर इज अ प्रोबेबल अपसाइड पॉसिबल, ओके, दैट पर्टिकुलर स्टॉक। शॉर्ट बिल्टअप जब बनता है तो उसके बाद प्रोबेबल नेगेटिव मोमेंटम एक्सपेक्टेड होता है। शॉर्ट कवरिंग क्या होती है, अब मान लो कि यहाँ पर शॉर्ट बिल्टअप बना था, ओके। शॉर्ट बिल्टअप बनने के बाद अब यहाँ पे बहुत सारे सेलर्स एक साथ आ गए, उन्होंने बहुत सारा ओपन इंटरेस्ट जनरेट कर लिया, ओके। प्राइस पर थोड़ा सा दबाव आया, बट इमीडिएटली कुछ तो अनएक्सपेक्टेड हुआ, समथिंग विच वाज नॉट एक्सपेक्टेड बाय द सेलर्स, okay. Probably let's take an example of some unexpected good news, okay, that market was not expecting. So now this extra factor has come into the market, and these people have understood that the price, they cannot take the price even further on the downside, okay. So now they have to close down their positions into smaller profits at the, or at the stop losses, or at the losses, okay. So these people will start to cover up their losses, okay, cover up their positions. So क्या होगा कि इनके जो positions होंगे वो क्लोज होना शुरू होगा, उसकी वजह से क्या होगा, ओआई कम होगा। सो यहाँ पे देखो शॉर्ट कवरिंग में क्या हो रहा है, ओआई डिक्रीजेस एंड प्राइस इंक्रीजेस। अब जब आपके सेलर्स बाहर जाना, एग्जिट करना शुरू होंगे, तो डेफिनेटली क्या होगा कि प्राइस, जो पहले प्राइस पर जो प्रेशर आया था वो रिलीज होगा। सो व्हाट विल हैपन विद द प्राइस, प्राइस विल आल्सो gradually start to go up, right? But sometimes this panic is so big that the OI, the OI number crashes down, okay, and in the same pace the price goes up. So most commonly this short covering is a very fast action that happens into the market, okay. Just give me a moment, please. Okay, because I saw some of the notifications in the chat, I wanted to open it. So definitely, I'm going to just learn the concept once. I'm also going to give you the example as well. So just give me a moment before I finish this. Okay, so the short covering where the open interest decreases and the price increases. Okay, so जो पहले का आपका short OI था, जो शॉर्ट बिल्टअप था, उसको जब उसके पोजीशन क्लोज डाउन होना शुरू होते हैं, so your OI decreases and the price starts to again go up, okay. That is your short covering. So here you can see this open interest is crashing down and the price is going up, okay. And lastly the unwinding. So this unwinding is nothing but the profit booking, okay. So sometimes, so let's say that these people are making profit, and somewhere they will book, these people are making profit, somewhere they will book, right? So your open interest also decreases, because wherever you are closing down your positions now, so your open positions are going to be closed, right? So your open interest decreases and your price also decreases. So for some time your profit booking is happening, so price also starts to come down, because it's not a very it's not like a crash like situation, but little bit like thoda sa 0.2 0.3% का थोड़ा सा fall दिखता है, so that we don't call it as a correction, or we don't call it as a crash, right? It's just profit booking. So that kind of unwinding happens over here. So here, this structure, if you see, you will understand the OI will come down, okay, because all the positions are being closed, but the price will not come down much, okay. Little bit it will come down, but not much, okay. So these are the four concepts. Now what we are going to do, एक तो मैं आपको एग्जांपल दे दूंगी स्टॉक्स के साथ, एंड सेकंड चीज आपको मैं एक शॉर्टकट भी बता दूंगी, ओके. So now let's go back to our platform. So this is Invest Right Traders web. So two things I'm going to show you all. First, we have multiple F&O, features available already. So remember we had learned the option chain, right? We learned to analyze the numbers. this is the shortcut for that concept. Okay, here into the open interest, we can get the graphical representation of the open interest that was shown into the option chain. Okay, so if you can see, the green bars are put OI, the red bars are call OI. Okay, so just by the length of the bars, we can understand where there is a support, where there is a resistance. I'll shift to next expiry so that it will be easy for us to understand. Okay, so यू कैन सी हम लोग ने पहले जो एनालिसिस किया था 23,300 पर कॉल हुआ है, बट देन put sellers are also chasing them. Okay, at 23,200 also there is a support, and wider range, this is an immediate range, but wider range is at 23,000 and 23,500. So this is how, just by looking at the bars, it is very easy to understand the ranges and everything about the open interest. So this is the shortcut for your option chain. Now next, built up. So there is a tab, dedicated tab for the built up. So as we saw that we have to compare two things. One is price and second one is open interest. Now comparing those two things can be a lot of manual work, right? So here, this particular tab will give you ready-made tags of what is the open interest built up, if it is long built up, or if it is short built up, long unwinding, or if it is a short covering, whatever it is, it will show you all. Okay, so if you can see what happened in the last few minutes in Nifty is that it was very much stagnant at 23,250, right? So if you can see here, you are seeing a lot of neutral trading zones. So I'll give you introduction of all the headings first. So this can be seen for the futures and options both. Okay, you can choose your expiry. Then we can also see it in the time frame of 5 minute and 15 minute. Okay, so let's try to switch to 15 minute once. Okay, now so here you can see, so even if you're a intraday trader who trades with very small small price actions, और आप अगर बहुत छोटा छोटा प्राइस एक्शन को भी कैप्चर करके इवन इफ यू आर अ स्कैल्पर, और जो भी बहुत सारा मल्टीपल ट्रेड्स करते हैं इंट्राडे में, still this particular feature is going to help you all because of these two time frames. 5 मिनट के हिसाब से भी आपको पता चलता है कि बिल्टअप क्या है, 15 मिनट के हिसाब से भी आपको बिल्टअप क्या है पता चलता है. सो हाउ यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड द बिल्टअप? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, टाइम जोन आपको पता चलता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल हम लोग ने 15 मिनट को चूज कर लिया है. ओके, सो 3:15 to 3:30 what happened? The short built up was happening. Okay, and you can see the open interest, you can also see the OI change, and you can also see the volume. Okay, and you can also see what was the range of the price in that 15 minute. Okay, so you can basically get the idea of the built up, and because of that built up, how the price has reacted. Okay, so this is about your index. Okay, now let's go towards one more feature, that I'm going into analytics. Okay, so those who trade into stocks, all right, so for them this particular feature is also very very important. Now let's say that if you're a trader who goes by the stocks trading, okay, you trade, you pick some stock, and you pick the futures or the option of that stock to trade further, but then you trade into stocks. Now how do we plan when we trade into the stocks? When we trade into index, it is easy because you just follow the index. But when you trade into the stock, you first have to understand the overall direction of the market, right? Overall, what is happening in your index, and then if just to have a better probability of making profit, we try to go by the direction of the overall market. So first of all, what we are going to do, we are going to look at Nifty, Bank Nifty, whatever sector if you are going by the sector, you should look at the sectoral index, otherwise Nifty is fine. Okay, so let's take an example of Nifty. So let's say that today Nifty is trading negative or Nifty is trading positive. Okay, so I, as a stock trader, I would want to, let's say positive Nifty. Okay, so I would want to see which all stocks are स्ट्रॉन्ग। ओके, तो अगर निफ्टी भी स्ट्रॉन्ग है, अगर मैं स्टॉक्स भी स्ट्रॉन्ग चूज करूंगी, तो ज्यादा इट विल नॉट बी इट विल बी लाइक गोइंग विद द फ्लो। ओके, ज्यादा फ्रिक्शन नहीं होगा। So what we can do here in the heat map, we get heat map for all the F&O scripts over here. Okay, and the actionable over here like buy sell button and all the data points like the OY, how the price has changed and everything. Okay, we'll come to that later, but first of all we get the heat map. Now you see these filters, right? The long built up, short covering, long unwinding, short built up. So let's say we had taken an example of Nifty being positive. Okay, so let's click on long built up. So हमें कौन से stocks चाहिए होंगे जिसमें long built up बन रहा है? Long built up में क्या हो रहा था कि जहां पे प्राइस हमारा ऊपर जा रहा है और ओपन इंटरेस्ट भी ऊपर जा रहा है। इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि ओपन इंटरेस्ट इज स्टिल गोइंग अप, व्हिच मींस दैट देयर इज स्टिल सम रूम फॉर द upwards momentum. Okay, so I would want to choose the stocks in that zone. Okay, so and that will also help the overall market's direction as well. Okay, so we can just put the filter on the long built up and we can choose the stocks from here. Okay, so this is about long built up. Let's take an example about the short built up as well. Okay, I'm just putting an filter over here. All right, so now you can see we can also check the concept based on if, see, we have put the filter on short built up. Now if we look at these numbers, we have to see if the OI has increased. Short built up में क्या होता है? Open interest ऊपर जाता है, प्राइस का क्या होता है? प्राइस नीचे आता है। You can see ओपन इंटरेस्ट इंक्रीज हुआ है 3.37% और प्राइस क्या हुआ है 0.35% से नीचे आया है। इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि आपका शॉर्ट बिल्टअप हो रहा है। एक बार लॉन्ग बिल्टअप में भी देख लेते हैं एग्जांपल, बिकॉज ऑल ऑफ यू आस्क्ड फॉर द एग्जांपल्स। लेट्स टेक एन एग्जांपल ओवर हियर। सो हियर इन दिस पर्टिकुलर स्टॉक व्हाट हैपेंड, यहाँ पे हम लॉन्ग बिल्टअप देख रहे हैं। लॉन्ग बिल्टअप में क्या हो रहा था? प्राइस ऊपर जा रहा था और ओपन इंटरेस्ट भी ऊपर जा रहा था। इफ यू कैन लुक ओवर हियर इन दिस डेटा, your open interest is also going up by 10% and your price is also going up by the 5%, right? So which means that there is there are the long positions which are being created in this particular stock. So you can filter based on whatever whatever analysis you do. You can come over here and you can choose the stocks. Okay, if you go by the direction of the overall market, you can look at the index and then you can put the filter over here and choose the stock. If not, let's say you trade by the sector. Let's say some sector, specific sector has some news for that particular day, then we can go by the sector as well. Okay, so here what we can do, I clicked on sector and here we can choose a specific sector. So for example, if I click on only banking and finance, so all the banking and finance stocks will be shown over here. And if it is a good news for that particular sector, we can choose the stock that is in long built up. Or if it is a if it is a not so good news or bad news for that particular sector, then we can go by the short built up stock. Okay, so that is how we can basically look at the heat map, and it will totally help you to filter down your hunt for the right stock. Or even when we go over here, so I'm going into Nifty's built up. Okay, so here also, whenever we are trading into some very small time intervals, we get to know जब आप छोटे छोटे इंटरवल्स में ट्रेड करते हो तो आप एक ही डायरेक्शन दिमाग में लेके नहीं चल सकते हो, क्योंकि स्पेशली इंडेक्स में बहुत ज्यादा वॉलेटिलिटी होती है. So you can see here it's a short built up, here it's a long built up, right? Here it was neutral, here it was long unwinding was happening, here it was short built up. So हर 5 मिनट में इसका direction change हो रहा है. So if you are a scalper, if you are a trader who picks very small momentums, this is where you can get the clues where to go. Okay, now there is one more feature we have over here called as constituents. Okay, this is a section, separate section. Constituent section is dedicated for all the indices. Okay, stocks के लिए नहीं होता है ये, सिर्फ indices के लिए होता है. सो सबसे पहली बात तो आपको इम्पोर्टेंट डेटा सेट यहाँ पे मिलेगा कि उस पर्टिकुलर डे पे ओपन, हाई, लो एंड क्लोज्ड प्राइजेस क्या थे. ओके, देन इंडिया विक्स, पीसीआर एंड मैक्स पे. अब इसमें भी दिस इज समथिंग विच कैन which can be a decision maker for your trading strategy. अब इससे कैसे डिफरेंस आता है? इंडिया विक्स आप लोग को पता है? इफ नॉट, इंडिया विक्स इज द वॉलेटिलिटी इंडेक्स ऑफ इंडिया. ओके, तो जब इंडिया विक्स का नंबर हाई होता है, ओके, which means the market is expecting very high volatility. Okay, when the India VIX number is low, like we have 13 right now, okay, so it's quite stable number, which means that the market is not expecting much of the volatility. And what happened today? It was quite flat. Even if we had bad news from the global market, there was a 2% downside on the American markets because of the tariff news. But still, what happened in Indian market? We did not see much of the downside, right? It was quite flat for us. So this is India VIX, where we get to know that if it is going to be volatile or not. Okay, and based on this number, many of the traders decide what kind of option strategy they should choose. If they should go by the directional strategy, if they should go by the delta neutral strategy, or just plain option selling, straddle selling, like that. Okay, so this totally manipulates the way you trade. Okay, this PCR also tells you that PCR is nothing but put call ratio. Okay, पुट पर कितना ओआई है, कॉल पर कितना ओआई है, ओवरऑल नंबर का ये रेशो है. So if it is more than 1, the inclination is towards the bullishness. If it is less than 0.7 or 0.6, then it is very bearish. If it is near to 0.9, 0.8, it means that it is very neutral. Okay, so this can also manipulate which kind of trading strategy you choose. Okay, and max pain is where the maximum contracts will end up as zero. All right, or maximum contracts will end up in losses. So that is your max pain. And lastly, the month ka high and low and week ka high and low data points we get, because it's a common practice into the market that when the monthly high or low points are broken, it is considered as a breakout or a breakdown. When the weekly low and high points are broken, it is considered as a breakout or a breakdown. So traders try to capture that momentum. और यहाँ पे अगर आप देखोगे, this will show you advances and declines. Okay, so today in Nifty 27 stocks were negative, 23 stocks were positive. Okay, and overall built up for the stocks of Nifty was short. Okay, overall built up for this was short. अगर आपको concept जो हमने सीखा था, long built up क्या होता है, short built up क्या होता है, वो अगर आपको याद नहीं रखना है, या starting in the starting you are struggling to remember that, then you can just read it over here. Okay, it will help you all. अब मान लो कि आप स्टॉक ट्रेडर है, ओके, एंड यू ओनली गो बाय द index based stocks. So there are many traders who only trade in Nifty 50 stocks, or only trade in bank Nifty stocks, or sometimes they trade in some of the different index based stocks. So here, if you choose any of the index, it is going to show you all the stocks which are part of that index. Okay, now you are looking at Nifty's constituents. So what we are going to get for each of the stock, what is the overall built up. So for example, here Adani Ports का long built up दिखा रहा है, Asian Paints का long built up है, Bajaj Auto का short built up है. So overall built up हमें यहाँ पे पता चलता है. Okay, and then market cap, LTP, that's fine, but you can also get the range of day high and low, weeks low and high, and month low and high. So basically week, month and day का जो range था, वो रेंज आपको पता चलता है. एंड एज कंपेयर टू दैट रेंज वेयर इट इज नाउ. ओके, सो नाउ इफ यू लुक एट दिस फर्स्ट एग्जांपल, लेट्स टेक. ओके, अडानी पोर्ट में हमें लॉन्ग बिल्टअप देखने को मिल रहा है, राइट? अगर आप तीनों भी कंपेयर करोगे, मंथली पर तो इट इज ऑन द वर्ज ऑफ अ ब्रेकआउट, राइट? वीकली में अगर आप जाओगे तो भी it is quite near to the high point. Even for the daily range, it was at the closing it was trading to the almost high of the day, right? So this is how we get to understand that what was the overall range for past few days and where it is trading now. And this this particularly confirms the built up that we are seeing on the stock. So here अगर यहाँ पर रेड होता और यहाँ पे लॉन्ग बिल्टअप आपको दिख रहा होता तो उसका कंफर्मेशन थोड़ा सा डाइसी हो जाता है, बट दिस इज हाउ वी कैन कंफर्म इट. ओके, दैट इज हाउ वी हैव बिल्ट दिस पर्टिकुलर फीचर, that whatever conviction you make, it should be confirmed. Okay, so for example, you can see at Bajaj Auto, this on a daily basis, it is, of course, it will be in red. On a weekly basis also, it is on a red zone, but it has not broken its monthly range on a downside. Okay, so there is still some room to come down on the monthly basis. All right, so we have to keep looking at the charts as well. We get to understand what can be the next target for the downside for that particular stock. So these techniques of looking at the OI built up can help you to have a better conviction for your trades. It will definitely help you when you combine it with your technical analysis on the charts or with the price action. Okay, and it can, even if you are a index based trader, or even if you are a stock based trader, this definitely helps you to choose the right stock or choose the right strike. Okay, and picking at the right time, you can say, or entering at a right time or exiting at a right time from your trade. So this definitely helps you to take the a better decision. Okay, so now we have seen most of the features that we have on our platform, which go by our topic that we had today. Now if you have questions about this particular topic or anything about this platform, I'll definitely try to help you. Okay, there is one question. The constituents tab is not working in my account page. It not available to all? No, sir, it is available to everybody. Just try to load it once. The whole page, try to load once and refresh. It should definitely help you. And let me tell you that the constituents page is going to be valid for all the indices only. It will not, you will not see the constituents page for any stock. Okay, so just if you are looking for Nifty or any of the index, then just try to refresh the page once and let me know if it is working for you. If not, still let me know, and we should look for the reason why it's not visible to you all. Ajay sir, you have to be the client of HDFC Securities to operate this particular platform, because when you log in, you need to have the login credentials. You can log into the platform with the HDFC Securities login credentials only. So that way you can explore it. So with just T+2 days, you can, if you start your procedure now, with just T+2 days, you will be able to explore the platform. Trader web button is not available. So it should be available to everybody, but if not, um, let me show you. So this is the main web page, hdfcsec.com. Now this should be visible to everybody, but if not, try to refresh it once. If that also does not help, this invest right web is also the entry point. So even if you click over here, you will get into this platform, because right now I'm already logged in. This took me to the dashboard, but both the buttons will help you to log into the platform. Okay, trader web button and the invest right web button, this button. So let me know if this helps you. Any more questions? Okay, 502 error. Just try to clear your cookies of the website. I'm sure that will help you. But if not, just write down to our customer care. If that also does not help, just write down to our customer care, and we would be looking into your issue. So Ullas sir, as of now, screeners and alerts are not available in this web platform, but that will be available soon because we are adding, a lot of new features to this platform day by day. It's improving day by day, and we have already timeline these features of screeners and alerts and everything. So that will be live soon. So invest right. So we have two platforms for invest right. One is invest right app that you can use on your mobile, and invest right web that we had just seen. So both the platforms we have for the invest right users or for HDFC Securities users. Any more questions, anybody? So the built-up feature that we have seen is available in IR web as of now. It will come in the future into InvestRight app, but right now it's available in the web, and it's under development for the InvestRight app. But right now we have it on the web. Okay. So the next question is, how can we view trading view charts from our platform? So right now the chart that you're seeing is the chart IQ. So we have, there are, commonly used two types of charts. One is the chart IQ chart, and one is trading view chart. So currently we have the chart IQ chart. Trading view chart will come soon on the platform, but till now, if you wish to use only trading view charts, if you are, very much familiar with the trading view charts, what we can do, so we have some integrated platforms. Okay, so ऐसे होता है कि बहुत सारे ट्रेडर फीचर्स अभी currently they may not be available, so we have some of the integrated parties linked with us who are providing dedicated trader based features. All right, so we have some of the integrated platforms like Insta Options and Next Option. Okay, so if you go into your profile, you can see the integrated platform. So I'm clicking on Insta Option. Okay, I'm just telling you how do you access the trading view chart. Okay, and once you click on Insta Options, this platform will be opened. Okay, so um, इसमें ज़्यादा this is not a complicated platform, it's a very easy platform. So in the watch list, whatever you add, whatever chart you want to see, that particular script you can add into the watch list. So for example, right now I have Nifty, so if I want to see Nifty's chart, I can just click on charts icon, and this is how the chart will be open. So here you can see the chart, trading view chart. Okay, so in one tab you have your investor web platform open, and in the just next tab you can have the Insta Options open, and you can refer to the trading view chart. From here also you can place your orders, but uh, you know if you're going by the trading view chart. Okay, can you please show option chain tab? I can't see OI change in my invest right page. Okay, let me help you. So this is the option chain. So if you see over here, there is a small drop down. Okay, so generally जब सब data एक साथ आता है ना, so option chain becomes very cluttered. So that is why we have just clubbed some sort of data sets all together. So this is LTP based data. Here you will get the LTP and OI and volume. Okay, if you go into OI, आपको OI based deeper data मिलेगा. So OI change percent, like that. So just change into your drop down and you should get this data. What are Greeks? So sir, this is a very deep topic and उसमें थोड़ा time लग सकता है, but I'll give you um yes, we can cover later on, but I'll also tell you where you can watch it, because I have already covered a specific webinar on this topic. So this webinar also being live streamed on YouTube. So there is a YouTube channel of HDFC Securities. So what you can do, you can go to the YouTube channel of HDFC Securities and you can go by the previous webinar recordings. Okay, so you will find one webinar for the option Greeks specifically, so you can learn it in the detail, because right now it was like a 40-45 minute webinar, so it will be difficult to cover up right now. But still, just to give you an idea, these are all factors which are going to uh, you know uh, impact the premium and the way the premium moves for the option. Okay, so that's how your Greeks manipulate the premium of the options. How to save indicators and drawings on charts. Okay, let me help you. So this is the chart. If you want to put any of the indicator, you can go into studies. So let's say if you want to put MACD, you can type down your indicator, and your indicator should be placed. You can see it on the screen. You can these are the drawing tools. All right, you can use it over here. uh, if you want to if you want to see what are all active studies you have on your chart, you can go into active studies. So let's say that if you want to just for some time, if you want to ignore one of the indicator, आपको वो indicator हटा के एक कुछ view देखना है. All right, so you don't need to remove that indicator totally. All right, क्योंकि वापस से उसको आपको add करना पड़ेगा, but we can just disable it for some time. एक्टिव स्टडीज में जाके हम इसको enable disable कर सकते हैं. So that is one additional feature, but very convenient. So this is about adding the indicators, and you see the views over here. So whatever view you have created, whatever studies you have added to your chart, you can just click on save view and it will be saved for you. You can give whatever name you want to give for your later preference. So I'm not seeing any more questions over here, and I have taken most of the unique questions. So I hope that this has helped you all to understand about the open interest built up, about option chain, and to understand what all new features we have over here in this platform called Invest Right Traders Web. So do explore the platform and let us know your feedback about what you think about this platform and the concept that we learned today. Right. So thank you so much everyone for joining, and thank you so much for showing the interest into the webinars. The webinars happen on all the Thursdays at 4 p.m. regularly. So do attend, do register whenever you get the emails into your email feed. Okay, and do attend the sessions in the future as well. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you everyone.